Good morning, degenerates, and welcome to another episode of Boring Crypto IO, the place where I read you the boring crypto news every morning, Monday through Friday, so you don't have to. My name is Not Important, and I'm your host. Let's effing go. Anti-Tik-Tok Restrict Act could be turned against crypto and much else. Much else? Much more? Think Tank warns. I'm hoping this article is going to go over the recent bill that is trying to be passed. That is quote-unquote supposedly just banning TikTok, but is also looking at heavily banning VPNs, as well as fining you and possibly giving you prison sentences for going to a website that the government, U.S. government, quote-unquote deems not allowed. Absolutely insanity. Next, government requests for users' data from big tech increases by 25%. Surprise, surprise, based on the last thing we just looked at. Matt Damon reveals why he appeared in Crypto.com's most infamous ad. Matt Damon. SEC Gensler seeks $2.4 billion in funding to chase down crypto's misconduct. $2.4 billion of your money, ladies and gentlemen, to continue doing the BS that he is doing in the crypto space and not winning any cases, mind you. And the few that have settled out, now mind you, it's not a win, it's just a settlement. The millions of dollars that they have gotten from these settlements clearly is not enough. They need more money. Insane. Elon Musk and tech execs call for pause on AI development. Those are the stories that I'm going to read for you today. Let's go to the market. Market cap, $1.188 trillion, y'all. This is insane. We are at the bottom, potential bottom of a bear market, and the entire market cap is over $1 trillion, pushing well into $1.25 trillion as an entire market cap, which is absolutely insane. If you guys have been here since 2017, let's just say the crash of 2018, and you saw how low the market cap got, and we all talked about and dreamed about what would the crypto space look like if we were at $1 trillion market cap. And that is our bottom line now. This is insane. If you needed a little bit of bullish hopium, guys, this is it. I mean, it's a slow moving machine, but this is what's adoption, or at least a direction of adoption to me looks like. Basically $1.19 trillion market cap in the bottom, potential bottom of a bear market. It's insane, and it makes me excited. All right, Bitcoin dominates 46.5%, ETH dominates 18.6%, Gwei sitting at 27 for an ETH transaction. All right, Bitcoin had a mini pump last night and then got rejected. We're going to talk about that. So on the 24-hour, it's sitting at 1.28% up. It is up about 4% on the weekly. ETH's been kind of being a stable coin lately. It really hasn't done much. We're kind of going to touch on that. I'm not going to go too deep into it. Again, not a trading channel, but I like to let you guys know what I am looking at. XRP cooling off just a little bit. Not too bad, though. I think we got like a 35 to 40% pump over the last few days, sitting at just a 4% pullback since then. Looking strong, not mad at it at all. Cardano had a mini pump, nothing too crazy, pulling back about 2% right now. Anything else super significant? Nothing too crazy that I'm seeing. Yeah, everything's kind of cooling off. Basically sideways movement from what I can see so far. ARB. So ARB pulled back. And a mini pump last night, up about 12% from last night. And that thing's going to fluctuate. I actually kind of want to add some to my bag. It went down to I think 113 after the dust kind of, I should say, settled. I'm going to start looking for an entry point on that. CFX, I don't even know what CFX is, with an 11.42% pump, 12.52 on the week. All right, let's go on to Bitcoin. So, not the reason why I think that people are getting super excited and bullish is that these are decent pumps for Bitcoin, and when they do it, they're volatile and violent. But the range is staying the same. Let's see what these are. The bottom of the range is this 26,507, and I'm using that based off of this candle wick here and this late support back here. So, and we keep hitting this just under 29,000. I say 28.9. It's a 10% move. So that, I mean, that is significant in Bitcoin, right? A 10% move. But I think why people keep getting the bullish hopium every time Bitcoin moves is because they're so violent. They're 10% moves, 6%, 5%, 8%, and they're, you know, big wick here. They're very violent and fast. And that could be a lot of things. Off the top of my head, anywhere from either a short squeeze or long squeezes. They get squeezed out, and there's a big pop and a violent move in price right here, 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 and then last night right here, okay? But again, this is the range that we've been in for a little over 2 weeks now. What, since last violent move, 16th? I mean, right at 2 weeks. So we've been in this range for about 2 weeks, right? The 26,507, or we'll just call it 26.5, up to basically 29. Nah, just under 29. So 28.9. Okay. So that 28.9 has been super strong resistance. This around this 26.5 area has been super strong support. Even more stronger support, just a little bit higher, is at 27. A nice psychological number, right? So I'm not, and I hate to be this guy and tell you I'm not bullish or I'm not bearish, but I'm just waiting for something different to happen. I'm not swing trading. I'm literally just trying to add to my Bitcoin bag, which if you've been following the channel for the last 2 weeks, I've been telling you that based on the banks collapsing, etc., etc. I'm not trying to swing trade Bitcoin right now. I'm just trying to add to my bag. I do have a buy order filled at that 27.3, which I've been saying. I'm hoping we get a small pullback to this either 26 or 25.8. I do have a buy order there. But I'm not getting super bearish or super bullish until we break this range. I have now marked this 28.9 to about 30,000 as a huge resistance level, and not just one line, but this entire level. Because I mean, if you look, we've broken past it a couple of times and significantly past it. 26 or 29.4 basically, and an instant sell off. 29.174 sell off. So until we can literally break through this, and I know it sounds really weird because there's a lot of space to try and look at trades, but until we break through this and then turn 30 into support, I am not going to count out a run to the downside one last time. And maybe that's foolish on my part, but this is just what I'm looking at. And again, I've always told you guys, I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. I'm not even a great trader. I keep my trades really simple. I just look at support and resistance and pattern setups every now and again. And I'm just seeing a lot of chop, right? A lot of sideways movement, at least in this range. So until we make some kind of move, either down from this sideways movement or up from the sideways movement, I'm not really looking at too much. That's what I got for Bitcoin, guys. I'm sorry if it's not exciting. I'm not telling you where it's going to go. Again, not a trading channel. This is just a news channel, and I like to let you guys know what I am looking at personally. Outside of that, Ethereum on the 4-hour. I mean, that $1,800 level is super, super strong resistance. We're banging our heads on it again right now. But we're just ranging. This is all just sideways movement from around 17. We'll just drag that guy down because those look really strong. So we'll just call it 17 just to be safe. 17, 20, and these numbers. If you're new to trading, I use Bitstamp because it's like the first thing that pops up. It doesn't really matter to me that much. But all these numbers change a little bit and fluctuate a little bit based on what exchange you're pulling data from. If you don't know, so that's why my numbers are kind of arbitrary to an extent. But we'll just say 17. That seems to be a psychological number. $17 to $1,800 for Ethereum seems to be the sideways range right now. And until we get a huge break to the downside or the upside, I'm not really expecting it to do too much. Again, great levels to do swing trades if you're a swing trader. I mean, look, sell at the resistance, buy at support, sell at resistance, buy at support, sell at resistance, buy at support, sell at blah, blah, blah. I mean, it just keeps doing the same thing. So until I get a significant move one way or the other, I'm not expecting much out of it. All right, on the news, guys. Again, not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a shitty trader. Don't listen to me. Don't. I'm telling you. Don't pay attention to me. I know nothing. Let's do the news. So if you guys haven't heard this bill that's being presented to Congress, and I don't know, I haven't done enough research on like if it's a potential EO from the president, or it's just a bill that's being presented to the House and that's going to pass the Senate, etc., etc. I do not know. I hope it's not an EO. If it's like an EO or the president just pushing this through, this is terrifying. No matter what your political beliefs are, personally, I don't think anybody wants to live in a police state. I don't think anybody wants to live where we're constantly under supervision and basically the eyeball of Big Brother telling us what we can and can't look at, telling us what we can and can't do with our money. I'm not a fan of it. I don't know why anyone would be. The fact that we even have parts of our government telling us that we are not allowed to buy certain crypto is absolutely insanity to me. It's my money. I'm assuming all the risk. I earn that money. How dare you tell me what I can do with it? And the caveat, and I use this quite frequently when I talk about this stuff, and I may have said it on the channel before. The caveat is that I can literally go take a loan out on my house, use my house as leverage, and go to Vegas and spend that money all day long, and nobody cares. But if I want to put that into a potential high risk, yes, but potential safer investment like cryptocurrencies, you feel you have the power to tell me I can't do that, and you do it under the disguise of you're protecting me. That's not protection, that's control. And that's concerning to me. And it should be to anyone else. So with this law, it's really scary what they're trying to say. They're pushing it through on the forefront that it's just about TikTok, and it's not. They're basically making statements that if they're going to try and ban VPNs, if you use a VPN to go to a certain website that they deem not allowed for whatever reason, they can either you can get jail time, and I forget what the sentence is, and I hope this article says it, and as well as up to $250,000 fine per click on that website. That is terrifying. So you mean to tell me that if this falls down onto crypto, and you say I'm not allowed to use a certain exchange or to trade a certain crypto, that anytime I violate, I can get like, this is literally like stepping on the people. They are literally looking at us like we're peasants. And this is really, really bad in my opinion, and it's terrifying. So without being the doom and gloom guy, let's see what this article has to say. Experts are speculating on ways the bipartisan bill could be misused if passed into law. I didn't know it was bipartisan. That's even scarier. And finding potential threats to technologies that people love. A bipartisan bill introduced earlier this month in the United States Senate could be applied. So it's in the Senate. I'm assuming it passed the House already. Could be applied in broad and unexpected ways if it becomes law, including threaten crypto, The think tank Coin Center has warned. The Restrict Bill, known formally as the Restricting the Emergence of Security Threats that Risk Information, Jesus Christ, Communications Technology Act, and informally as a TikTok ban, has been introduced amid suspicions that the Chinese-owned TikTok app gathers users' data on behalf of the Chinese government. The act would give the Commerce Department new powers that would comprehensively address the ongoing threat posed by technology from foreign adversaries. By allowing it to review, prevent, and mitigate information, communications, and technology transactions that pose undue risk to our national security. And I'm going to add to this. They're presenting this on the front of applications that, like they just said, that pose undue risk to our national security. But that's not what they're saying in the bill. Instead of coming down on these companies, they're going to come down on you. They're not going to, you as a person, you as a citizen of the country. They're not going to tell you that oh, we're going to go after TikTok or the CEO of TikTok. If you use this app, we're going to come after you as a person. Now, mind you as well, the people that will be enforcing and choosing what can and cannot be looked at are not elected officials. They're appointed officials by the people who are passing the bill. That's scary. So I know I'm talking too much, guys. I'm so sorry. Under Title 15 of the Code of Federal Regulations, the foreign advisories of the United States are China, including Hong Kong, Cuba, Iran, North Korea, Russia, and the Maduro regime in Venezuela. According to Coin Center, the bill is conceptually similar to the International Emergency Economic Powers Act that authorizes the Treasury's Office of Foreign Asset Control, OFAC, to block Americans from transacting with sanctioned parties. Coin Center pointed out OFAC's sanctioning of Tornado Cash, immutable smart contracts, as misuse of that law to ban a class of technology, expressing its concern that the Restrict Act creates blanket authority with few checks to ban just about anything linked to a foreign adversary. Not only that, the Restrict Act would be easier to apply and harder to challenge. Its potential applications for the cryptocurrency space cannot be ignored, Coin Center said. Okay, the bill foresees penalties. Here we go. This isn't attacking the creators or these apps or websites. They're attacking you as a person for going to these sites. This is absolutely insane. The bill foresees penalties of imprisonment for 20 years and fines of $250,000. Legal experts say the act is vaguely worded and could be used to restrict a range of technologies, including virtual private networks or VPNs. The lead author of the bill, Democrat Mark Warner, said, "We need a comprehensive risk-based approach that proactively tackles sources of potentially dangerous technology before they gain a foothold in America." This is scary, guys. Kristen Gillibrand, co-author with Cynthia Loomis of the Responsible Financial Innovation Act, is among the sponsors of the bill. So, the loose wording and what they're getting at is that potentially at any time they can turn this 20 years of imprisonment and $250,000 fine on you as a citizen because you chose to use an app or use an exchange or go to a website that they deemed not allowed for you to look at. And I'm not talking about porn. They don't give... Look, if the United States government gave a shit about porn, they would have taken care of it already. They don't care. This is about controlling you and your money. That's exactly what this is. So, if I go use an exchange that they don't want, now mind you, they've done this. Binance. I've got to use VPNs when I go to KuCoin. What else? There's all sorts of exchanges they told you can't go. So and anytime there's like a new coin that exchange carries, they're like, no, we have Binance US, and those are the only things we're going to allow you to buy and sell. I'm not happy with where we're going in this country, and I'm sorry. Like, I really wish there was a way out of it. I don't know what it is. Republican, Democrat, doesn't matter. This is control. Mind you, they just said in this article it's a bipartisan bill. This has nothing to do with what side you're on. This is all about control. It scares me, guys. All right, moving on. Sorry, I know I'm rambling. Let's get this video done. Sorry. Government requests for user data from big tech increased by 25%. Weird. The government wants to know what you're doing. How dare they? You mean these elected officials, people that we vote into place, want to tell you what you're doing, want to know what you're doing at all times, want to be up in your business. Screw these people. These people, like, the fact that we give these people power blows my mind. They're nothing without us. But the people have to realize that instead of fighting amongst themselves. All right, anyways, requests for user data from big tech companies such as Apple, Google, and Microsoft continue to rise year after year from governments around the world. How big tech companies treat user data has been controversial for so long. Meta, Apple, Google, and Microsoft are often accused of collecting and selling the personal data of their users. Though where exactly this data goes and how much of it is given over to the companies and governments can still be unclear. However, a new study from Surfshark reveals requests for such personal user data from global governments are on the rise. The study focused on the time period from 2013 to 2021, with 2020 having the most prominent year-over-year increase of a 38%, followed by a 25% increase in 2021. Which I'm curious, like, what does that mean? Like, what type of data do they want? Is it based on amount, or is it based on type of data? Like, it's confusing. Meta, Microsoft, Apple, and Google were the 4 big tech firms taken into account during the survey, with Meta having the most accounts of interest from authorities. 2 out of 5 accounts hosted by Meta were requested 6.6 million over the study. I guess they just come to him and say, hey, we want the information on this account. I guess that's where the numbers are coming from. Apple, on the other hand, had the fewest, with just 416 requested accounts from global authorities. The study shows that 60% of requests came from authorities in the United States and Europe. However, the U.S. requests more than double the accounts per 100,000 users than all countries in the EU combined. Why? Why are they doing this? Following the US, in the top spot is Germany, Singapore, United Kingdom, and France. According to the report, data requests are often related to criminal investigations, at least that's what they say, along with civil or administrative cases in which digital data is necessary. Gabriel Kvecki, a member of the Privacy Council at Surfshark, said along with data requests, authorities are also looking into ways to monitor and tackle crime via online services. On one hand, introducing such new measures could help solve serious criminal cases, but civil society organizations express their concern of encouraging surveillance techniques. Surveillance of everything. We want to know how you wipe your ass. Front to back, back to front. Do you use a bidet? On the part of the tech companies, the rate of disclosure of user data has increased by nearly 71%. Apple leads the peak when it comes to disclosing such information, with a disclosure rate of 86% in 2021 and an average disclosure rate of 82% across the study time period. Decentralization and Web3 tools have often been touted as solutions to overcoming big tech monopoly on users' information. Some have even gone so far as to say Web2 platforms such as Facebook and Twitter will be obsolete thanks to blockchain. Maybe. Hopefully. In February, the decentralized version of Twitter called Damos officially launched in app stores in an effort to be a social network you control. Even big tech companies themselves have begun to break into Web3 space, with Meta unsuccessfully introducing NFTs on Instagram and Facebook. Meta's a joke. Facebook. Meta. Get the out of here. I don't know. What do you guys think? Comments down below. Matt Damon. Matt Damon reveals why he appeared in Crypto.com's most infamous ad. The Hollywood icon was relentlessly mocked for appearing in an ad in 2021, which was released just before the crypto markets plummeted. So funny. Hi, I'm a Hollywood celebrity, and I'm intelligent. Trust me, I'm an actor. And you should buy this product. Why? Well, because they paid me a lot of money to tell you you should. The fact that that's still a marketing tactic blows my mind. Hollywood star Matt Damon has finally opened up on why he appeared in the cryptocurrency exchange Crypto.com's infamous "Fortune Favors the Brave" advertisement, which was once the subject of relentless mockery. Because it's stupid. Matt Damon, Crypto.com. Speaking on the Associated Press, to the Associated Press on March 27th at the premiere of his new film, Damon appeared somewhat abashed as he explained his reason for appearing in the ad. He said it was mainly because his clean water initiative, water.org, was in dire financial circumstances, explaining, "We had a down year in water.org, and I did that commercial in an attempt to raise money for water.org. Weird. I only did the commercial because they gave me money. Welcome to advertising." Damon founded the Clearwater Project in 2009 alongside engineer and philanthropist Gary White. It aims to increase access to clean water globally by providing small loans that finance the purchase and installation of water taps and toilets. Damon explained that he had once given his whole salary to water.org because it was in a dire financial position. Doesn't seem like a good investment there, Matt. The Hollywood icon continued to say that Crypto.com heard about that and they gave $1 million to water.org just on their own, before adding, "I definitely have a lot of gratitude for them and for what they did for our foundation." Released in October of 2021, the ad starred Damon amid a digital landscape of historic figures such as the Wright brothers and Sir Edmund Hillary. And we're going to just throw Matt Damon in there. It appeared on billboards and television spots globally. Following the horrendous year of crypto in 2022, the ad received widespread criticism, and Matt Damon has since been the butt of numerous jokes, such as those on the TV show South Park. Those guys are always on it. And from late night hosts such as Stephen Colbert. Well, look. If you don't know anything about people's finances and investments, or even the space crypto, maybe you should do commercials about it. But I'm an actor. They paid me money. Whatever. He got money for it. Who's really got the egg on their face? Anyways, I just thought it would be interesting to read that. Moving on. Oh, this demon of a man. SEC's Gensler seeks $2.4 billion in funding to chase down crypto's misconduct. On top of the money they're already making from settlements, they want more of your tax dollars. Funny. United States Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler says the regulator is spread thin and you think you're throwing lawsuits on damn near every project in the market. You're spread thin. This dude is absolutely insane. And needs additional funding to keep up with the increased complexity in the capital markets. This dude is a fucking tool bag. United States Securities and Exchange Commission Chair Gary Gensler has thrown his support behind U.S. President Joe Biden's request to allocate a record $2.4 billion in funding for the regulator. Yeah, of course he's backing it. They're offering him more money, highlighting the ongoing need to crack down on misconduct in the cryptocurrency industry. It prepared testimony for the March 29th budget hearing with the White House Appropriations Committee. Gensler said the additional funding was needed to keep up the pace of innovation. He's not innovating shit. He's literally throwing shit at walls, taking these people to court and hoping something sticks, and then taking money from them in settlements. That's it. That's it. This is, oh my god, I can't. This shit drives me nuts. Sorry guys, I'm way too opinionated on this. I shouldn't be. I just want to get you guys the news, but it makes my skin crawl. Rapid technological innovation in the financial markets has led to misconduct in the emerging and new areas, not least in the crypto space. Addressing this requires new tools, expertise, and resources. The additional funding would allow the SEC to hire 170 additional staff, most of whom would work within its enforcement and examination divisions, said Gensler. The SEC chair said that the prior year's budget increase allowed it to bring staffing levels above what it was in 2016 for the first time, but said the regulatory agency was still stretched thin, adding, "As the cop on the beat, we must the way this dude talks, he's such a dork. He's like, I'm the cool guy, pay attention to me. I'm the cop on the beat. I'm hip, I'm cool. As the cop on the beat, we must be able to meet the match of bad actors. Thus, it makes sense for the SEC to grow along with the expansion and increased complexity in the capital markets." No, more cops, more people. Sorry, more policing. Yeah, that'll help. Gensler again described crypto as the Wild West. It really isn't anymore, suggesting the nascent industry is rife with non-compliance. This dude is like, he's like a crazy madman sitting in a lab. It's rife with non-compliance. You must comply. And the crypto investors were putting their hard-earned assets at risk in a highly speculative asset class. Let me reiterate, which I've said a million times. What happens when you slap an SEC lawsuit on a crypto project? It fucking tanks. So how are you helping the investors? I'll wait. It's all about money, y'all. It's such BS. According to Gensler, the regulator received more than 35,000 separate tips, complaints, and referrals from whistleblowers and others in FY 2022, which helped it bring more than 750 enforcement actions and resulted in orders for $6.4 billion in penalties and disgorgement. Okay, so what are you doing with that money? 30 of these actions were related to the crypto industry, which resulted in $242 million in monetary penalties and represents a 36% increase over the 22 actions announced in 2021. Again, it's cool. So you're getting all this money from these lawsuits and these settlements, but you need more money? Like, how is that helping any one of the investors? You guys are taking all the money. I can't, man. I know, guys. I know the few of you that watch this channel are probably like, shut the hell up and just read it. We don't care. It's so hard to keep my mouth shut. This stuff makes my skin crawl. All right, last but not least, Elon Musk and tech execs call for a pause on AI development. The authors of the letter say that advanced artificial intelligence could cause a profound change in the history of life on Earth, for better or worse. Agreed. I'm not sure I feel pretty comfortable with this stuff, or very comfortable with this stuff. Not to quote a stupid movie, but it reminds me of the first Jurassic Park, where Jeff Goldblum and I don't remember the rich scientist's name, the old guy with the white hair, are having a discussion around the table about bringing dinosaurs back to life, and Jeff Goldblum makes a statement saying that you're all running around so worried about whether you could, you didn't stop to think if you should. And that's kind of how I feel about AI right now. Everybody's so like, oh, we could make money off of it. It'd be so cool. It'd be so inventive. It could do all this. We what if we make it do that? We could make this technology and blah blah blah. There's so many people running around trying to debate whether they can make it or not whether they should make it or not. I hate to be the weird conspiracy theory guy, but it's scary shit, dude. To me, it is, at least. Anyway, more than 2,600 tech leaders and researchers have signed an open letter urging a temporary pause on further artificial intelligence development, fearing profound risks to society and humanity. I agree. Tesla CEO Elon Musk, Apple co-founder Steve Wozniak, and a host of AI CEOs, CTOs, and researchers were among the signatories of the letter, which was published by the United States think tank Future of Light Institute on March 2022, or March 22nd. The institute called on all AI companies to immediately pause training AI systems that are more powerful than GPT-4 for for at least 6 months, sharing concerns that human competitive intelligence can pose profound risks to society and humanity. Now let me repeat that. Human competitive intelligence. Yeah, don't think for 1 second if this thing gains awareness that it's not going to look at us as the enemy. That's just reality. Because all these people are out there trying to play God with technology. Advanced AI could represent a profound change in the history of life on Earth and should be planned for and managed with common straight care and resources. Unfortunately, this level of planning and management is not happening in the institute. The institute wrote, ChatGPT or GPT-4 is the latest iteration of OpenAI's artificial intelligence-powered chatbot, which was released on March 14th. To date, it has passed some of the most rigorous U.S. high school and law exams within the 90th percentile. It is understood that 10 times more. Sorry, guys. It is understood to be 10 times more advanced than the original version of ChatGPT. There is an out-of-control race between AI. This is what I'm getting at. There's an out-of-control race between AI firms to develop more powerful AI, with no one, not even their creators, can understand, predict, or reliably control. This is what I'm getting at. Everybody wants to be the guy to make the best one. They're running around worrying about whether they can and not worrying about whether they should and what the implications of releasing something like this onto the world would be. And again, yes, there could be profound positives, but the profound negatives as well could be absolutely devastating. Among the top concerns were whether machines could flood information channels, potentially with propaganda and untruth, yes, and whether machines will automate away all employment opportunities, absolutely. Foley looked at these concerns one step further, suggesting that the entrepreneurial efforts of these AI companies may lead to an existential threat. Should we develop non-human minds that might eventually outnumber, outsmart, obsolete, and replace us? Should we risk loss of control to our civilization? Look, this sounds like a science fiction novel, but once something of a hive mind or an entity like AI becomes self-aware, that's it. We're done. Because we can't control it. And when you release something like this on, out onto the web, let it research, let it do its thing, let it just be free. Who knows what it can make pictures. It's insane what this thing could do if you really kept pushing it. The Institute also agreed with a recent statement from OpenAI founder Sam Altman that an independent review should be required before training future AI systems. Altman, in his February 24th blog spot, highlighted the need to prepare for artificial general intelligence, AGI, and artificial superintelligence, ASI, robots. Not all AI pundits have rushed to sign a petition, though. Ben Gordzel, the CEO of SingularityNet, explained in a March 29th Twitter response to Gary Marcus, the author of Rebooting AI, that language learning models, LLMs, won't become AGIs, which to date there have been few developments of. How do we know? I don't understand the naivety of this. And humans are so egotistical and naive. We always think that we are gods, that what we know at that point in time is all that we'll ever know, and it's fact, and it's I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say. We're fools a lot of the times. We move without thinking, and then we play damage control. Instead, he said research and development should be slowed down for things like bioweapons and nukes. In addition to language learning models like ChatGPT, AI-powered deepfake technology has been used to create convincing images, audio and video hoaxes. The technology has also been used to create AI-generated artwork, with some concerns raised about whether it could violate copyright laws in certain cases. As well as, like I said, if you release, like, think about it, okay? Think about passwords and codes and any kind of security we have right now, right? With you know, our passwords to our phones or our emails, or let's even go deeper and crazier, passwords for launch sequences for nukes, etc., etc. If you release an entity out onto the internet, yeah, it would to come up, like, let's say, you know, it would take a human. Let's say you have a 9-digit passcode on something, and it would take a human, I don't know how many ever years, to go through all those codes and find the one that's right. But an AI bot could blow through those codes in a matter of seconds, because there's nothing slowing it down. It just runs through the time, I guess. In my mind, that's what I'd be looking at and thinking. So it just could be dangerous, and I hate to be the negative Nancy saying no, stop this, but to me it's concerning. And I'm sorry, guys, I'm just gonna finish it. I'm gonna get you guys out of here. Galaxy Digital CEO Mike Novogratz recently told investors he was shocked over the amount of regulatory attention that has been given to crypto, while little has been given towards artificial intelligence. When I think about AI, it shocks me that we're talking so much about crypto regulation and nothing about AI regulation. I mean, I think the government's got it completely upside down, he opined during shareholders' call on March 28. Foley has argued that should AI development pause not be enacted quickly, governments should get involved with a moratorium. This pause should be public and verified. God, I can't talk to you guys. I'm so sorry. This pause should be public and verifiable and include all key actors. If such a pause cannot be enacted quickly, government should step in and institute a moratorium, it wrote. Well, guys, that's what I got. Let me know what you think. Comments down below. I have rambled way too much today. Bitcoin, yeah, looks like it's running out of steam. Might make a decision here real soon. What does Ethereum look like? Same thing. That is a potential flag, though, right there. That's it, guys. That's all I got. Per usual. Sorry, I'm all over the place. You guys have just been here way too long. I'm just trying to get you out of here. Per usual, guys, if you enjoy the content I provide here on Boring Crypto IO, please, by all means, subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell for notifications. Watch the videos, like the videos, share the videos if you really do like them. And I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow morning. I'm out of here.